Yeah, mine doesn't pop up that quickly. The Denver Broncos are at home again, throwback week against the Dallas Cowboys. Johnny and I are hosting the Get Bucked Game Day Show for the first time this season with Bronco Rob co-hosting with us today. Can the Denver Broncos defense step up and pressure Dak Prescott into some mistakes? Can the Broncos offense start fast and get us to get 7 points on the board and play with a lead? Today, these questions are going to be answered with me and Johnny and Bronco Rob today. Welcome to another episode of the Get Bucked Game Day Show.
Shake the air. Get bucked. Here comes the thunder. Feel that quake in Broncos country. We're never afraid to take. The rivals gonna crumble in the spotlight's glare. Get bucked all together. Let's shake the air.
Inside the 15, inside the 10, the 5, touchdown, Denver!
What's up, y'all? Yeah, you see it. That is correct. That is right. It is Johnny and I together again for the first time this season for the Get Bucked Game Day Show. We've been together this season, just not together in the same room, in the same house. But we cannot forget with us, as always, is Bronco Rob with us, who's been holding it down for about every week, I believe.
He's the man, dude.
Get Bucked co-host himself. Bronco Rob, thank you for coming with us again today. How you doing, bud? How was your week?
Hey, it's been a busy week. And look, I'm just going to say this right now. I want everybody to come in here quietly, calmly. Everybody sit down, nice and gentle. Don't disturb any of the BS that's going on. We don't want to upset the football gods. Everybody do your sacrifices this morning, your rituals, your lucky charms. Put on your 25 game socks that you haven't washed in 2 weeks. We've got an actual matchup this week against the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. We got to give them at least a little bit of respect. But at the same time, I believe day in and day out, Denver's going to come out with the win today.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Was pretty good. That was funny. Come in, sit down. Don't come in here making too much ruckus and noise and trying to disturb the peace. Come in here, be solemn, be humble.
Be humble shit, dude. I'm excited. Hey, everybody says.
Here comes Johnny to blow it all up. Johnny, tell us how you really feel.
Everybody says we need a full quarter of football. Let's be honest. We only need 5 minutes.
That's it. Just don't let them get too many points. And just give Bo and the offense 5 minutes, and we'll give you a game. But that's not good for our heart rate, our blood pressure, our stress levels, nor our mental health. So we are going to let's try and avoid that. And I think that's why Sean Payton was a little perturbed after last week because his blood pressure was up.
He had every damn right to be. Now, to be honest, still one of the top 5 greatest comebacks in NFL history, if not the greatest. I mean, never been done before. 33 points in a fourth quarter, in half of a fourth quarter, if you really think about it. But I mean, at the same time, dude, you got to have a balanced game. We can't just keep living in this comeback in the fourth quarter stuff. It can't be a thing.
Yeah, Sean Payton's in his 60s, almost 70. So yeah, after that game, when my blood pressure gets that high and I got to take my medication afterwards, yeah, I'm gonna be upset too. You know,
he's in great shape. What's wrong?
The players had to tell the dude to smile after that game, for crying out loud.
Yeah, because I mean. It felt like a loss. It felt too crazy. We all understood it's not sustainable. But a win is a win, which is a win.
Dub's a dub, baby.
And we can say that, Johnny, we were there.
We were there.
And also, we did not leave because you never leave a
game early.
The numbers strike But we got the chat full. So we got Blitzby repping. He says, nervous for this game. Hopefully the refs aren't against us and hope the pass rush can get to Dak. D-Rock in the house as always. Says, Blitz, what it do, you rapscallions?
Says D-Rock with his boy Blue on his lap there.
Yeah, boy Blue.
Little boy Blue.
Shy in the house as always. Says, Broncos need to stop these penalties. Dave Full Glassman says, sup, Bronco Maniacs. We got Yost. For a second, when I pulled up, I didn't know whose truck that was in your driveway.
No, it was not Yost.
And I was kind of excited. Wait, is that Yost? Because I haven't seen Yost in forever.
Neither have I. 4 years.
And so, yeah, it's been a long time. What's up, Yost? This is what's up, boys. Let's see what else we got here. Comments for everybody just saying what's up. But before we dive, we got our resident
the Don.
fan,
Yep, the Don.
Yo, fellas. Yeah, I'd be over here too if my team was 4th in division. So welcome over here, Don. We miss you, bud. Hope you're all doing well. Hope your family's doing well. But guys, before we jump into this stuff, we gotta do a couple things real quick.
Hand me the remote.
Which one? Up top. This up top. In the slot.
Yep, right there. Thank you.
Before we do, guys, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with your friends and family. We are on the path to 539. Last I checked, I think we're at 498.
498 right
498, guys. So that means we are 42
Good
subscribers away from that 539 mile marker. And when we get to 539, that triggers an automatic Bo Nix jersey giveaway. So you must be subscribed to us on YouTube to be a part of that. So guys, we're right around the corner. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. And in addition to that, make sure you hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss all the shows that we have.
And we got more. We got new ones coming too.
We have that Thursday show that's getting.
We're also going to have a game time play-by-play hosted by that guy over there.
Rob?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna
So you're gonna go
give it a shot.
So Rob's gonna go from co-hosting Get Bucked straight into play-by-play. His Sunday is just gonna be full of Broncos.
Hey, what's wrong with that? I'll be with you.
So today we have the Get Bucked Game Day show, and then afterwards we have the Buck Your Feelings post-game show, which is hosted by Jay the Denver Dreamweaver and Johnny as well. And then we also have the other shows, Orange with Blitz, Broncos Bros, and Nothing Rhymes with Orange with Flagship, Doc and JT, Mile High Symposium, and Broncos Talk, and Vivos Los Broncos. And I also want to hit the notification bell because we have other shows coming down the pipeline as well. But guys, we're almost done. The last thing we need to do before we go ahead and get into this Broncos talk is we're going to have to give a word from our sponsor. Johnny, go ahead and lead us off.
Yeah, here, hand me the mouse.
You see what I'm clicking it, right?
I do, yeah. I need a new mouse. Anyway, sorry, guys.
Yes.
Last bit of housekeeping, and then it's all Broncos, I promise. Hey, got to show some love to the sponsor of today's show. That is Dubby Genderless Energy Blend. The link is in the bio below, dubby.gg. Jump on over and get yourself the dub. All right? Dubby comes in a multitude of amazing flavors. It will be your mouth's favorite energy drink. However, Dubby is special. Look at all these flavors scrolling across the screen. It's amazing stuff. Gives you the kick in the ass you need to start your day, keep your day going, and at the end of the day, you end without getting the jitters or the crash later because Dubby has no sugar. It also has no calories or maltodextrin, no artificial colors, no fillers. It is as natural as it can be. Nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and nootropics, which keep you sharp throughout your day. And the caffeine that's in Dubby is derived directly from the coffee fruit. So it is as natural as it can be. You won't get the jitters or the crash later. Amazing stuff. Jay and I both use it. Jay and I both swear by it. And I promise you, once you try it, you will too. But we're going to make this dub even sweeter because you're going to punch in code OBN10. That's OBN10 at checkout to get yourself 10% off your order. I'm telling you guys, the Broncos are going to go get a dub today against the Dallas Cowboys. Go get yourself the dub. All right? Boom. We done. All right.
I'm gonna get that s'mores flavor and mix it with my protein shake.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I mean, it's supposed to be mixed with your milk, you know?
That sounds
Well,
really
that's
good.
what I mix my protein shakes with milk.
So cool.
Well, thank you. I made them myself.
For the one for W?
Yeah,
Yeah, you did that?
I made those.
Wow. Round of applause to Johnny. That was pretty good.
Dude, you know I design everything for this
I thought
network.
that was
Yo, that's all me, homie. That's all me.
All right, guys. So today we play the Dallas Cowboys, and there's really no need to pull up Pro Football Reference and look at the differences between the offense and defense. We've seen it all week. We've heard it all week. We know the numbers ourselves. The Dallas Cowboys have the best offense in the NFL, and the Broncos have the best defense, or the number 2 defense in the NFL, the best pass rush. Dak Prescott plays well against the NFL. Did I do that? No. In the NFL against you got Sean's in the NFL against some pressure. And so we've got some key matchups that we're going to be looking at today. And so really quickly, just want to talk about a couple of those matchups first and foremost. So I'm going to name a key matchup, and then Johnny or Rob, you can go after and name your key matchup, and then Johnny, you can go last and name your key matchup. So I'm going to go with the first one. I'm going to go ahead and get the, it's the low hanging fruit. That means it's easy to pick.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm going to go ahead and go Pat Surtain and CeeDee Lamb. All right. We'll go ahead and start us off with a hard hitting one you guys didn't think of.
I didn't think of that.
Finish one they haven't spoken about all week.
Okay.
Pat Surtain and CeeDee Lamb. So you got CeeDee Lamb coming back. This is his second game back from injury. He had a great game last week. I think CeeDee Lamb can be one of the harder matchups for Pat Surtain. He's quick. He's off the ball, but I think Pat Surtain's going to do what he can do. But I think trying to eliminate one part of the field and making Dak Prescott go back to the way he played without CD will be beneficial for the Broncos. But they beat that dead horse all week. And so, Rob, what key matchup do you have?
Well, to put my 2 cents in on the one that you just mentioned, CeeDee Lamb is coming back. He was out for a couple weeks with a high ankle sprain, and as most of us know, ankle sprains are not, they don't just heal up automatically. So, he's going up against.
It'll hamper him for a while.
Pat Surtain is arguably the best corner in the NFL currently, and so I think with Pat Surtain going up against CeeDee Lamb, Pat Surtain's gonna pressure him. He's gonna test him, and he's gonna figure out where he's at really early. But as far as my matchup goes, I'm gonna go with the Denver's defensive line versus Javonte Williams, because Javonte Williams is coming back into Denver. He was previously with the Denver Broncos, and unfortunately, he didn't pan out like we wanted him to, and he's coming back in looking for revenge. So he's gonna come into this game, and he's gonna want to make a statement against his former team. Now we all know that Javonte Williams is having a season thus far in Dallas, which good for him. I don't wish any ill will against any former Broncos players, but
I do today.
But with that being said, I don't want to see him go for 220 yards and 3 scores. I want to see Denver's defensive line hold him to a bare minimum and keep him in check.
Okay. I'm going to comment on this. Now, I wish no ill will against anyone ever. However, he got a big mouth this week. He's got a big mouth this week. The things he was saying about Denver, the things he was, I want to pound him. Then, he, tantamount to rapey comments.
I think that was
what? Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe not. But at the same time, I will point out, dude was here for 4 freaking years. Gave us 1 good season. Now, I've heard people blaming Sean Payton for wasting him. But at the same time, you got to make your own too. You know what I mean? And when he was in, he had plenty of opportunities when he was here. I don't care what anybody says about Javonte's potential being wasted by Sean Payton. When he was on that field, he was behind the best offensive line in the NFL at the time, and he was making nothing happen. So he goes somewhere else and suddenly he's doing it. That ain't cool.
I think always happy for. I think he gave it all. He was a fan of hard work. I think he just wasn't the system. I think Javonte isn't out the backfield running back. He's not a guy that you're looking for in the pass game, which Sean Payton is. Also, Sean Payton is pass happy. I think Javonte Williams is a running back that needs to be in a system where they're committed to the run, and Dallas is definitely a lot more committed to the run than Sean Payton is. And I think that's just beneficial for him. It's a new environment. It was him. I think at the beginning of the year, it was him. He was in a running back competition with someone. Who was the other running back he was in a competition with?
Down there, Jaden Blue.
Here in Dallas,
Jaden Blue.
He was, and then he came in and just took it over. And I think that's really good for him. I think that's an excellent key matchup, Rob. Because if our defensive line can stop that run and make them one-dimensional, you can take away Javonte Williams, and Patrick Tank can take away CeeDee Lamb. So now you're not necessarily taking away all of them at once. Now you've got George Pickens. And
hold up. So you're going too far.
No, I'm not saying
you're jumping into my match.
I'm saying this is what leaves it open if we can take away with my matchup, Patrick Tank and CeeDee Lamb, Rob's matchup, defensive line, and Javonte Williams, which leads into your matchup.
Okay, I can do that. All right, so I'm sticking with our defense versus their offense because, quite frankly, we have way better offense than they have a defense. But their offense is firing on all cylinders. Our defense has to make sure that they continue to be who they are to shut that down. So, because that's the only thing they got going for them, right? Like that is the key to their victory is that their offense can bully our defense. That's it. Because we know our defense is going to bully, or we know that our offense is going to bully their defense.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, I'm sticking with our defense versus their offense. I'm going key matchup, Riley Moss versus George Pickens. Because that's the side of the field. We know what PS2 can do. He shuts down every number one. That's just what he does. He takes away that side of the field. That's who he is. I know that there will be a time or two that Dak decides to test it because every quarterback does test that side once or twice a game. But beyond that, it will be Riley's side of the field getting absolutely, targeted hard. Riley Moss is the number one targeted cornerback in the NFL. Now, I'm just gonna caveat real quick. Everybody needs to give Riley Moss a break. Okay, dude's most targeted cornerback in the NFL, and he's still keeping a reception percentage under 45%. All right, that's incredible. So everybody, get off Riley Moss's butt. The dude is balling. All right, he is doing the best he can with what he's got. Now we know that side of the field is going to be absolutely targeted. George Pickens is now in a better situation than he was before with Dak Prescott. Look, he is going to try to bully Riley Moss. Riley Moss got to step up, make sure he gets that head around, man. Now he got that pass, that PI, that defensive PI at the end of the Giants game was complete and utter bullshit. There's not even another word I can use for it. He got his head around. He was playing the ball. In fact, if anything, it was an offensive pass interference because who was that he was on at that moment? I don't even know the receiver. But he was wrapped up. He was wrapping up Riley. So if anything, it was an offensive pass interference. So that was a BS call. Riley's just got to make sure he's playing the ball, not the receiver. He's getting his head around, and just keep doing what he does. He's already doing it. Most targeted cornerback in the NFL with an under 45% reception rate. That's pretty incredible. Just keep doing you, boo-boo, and we can win this game.
Pretty good three-feed matchup. So we've got Patrick Tank, CeeDee Lamb. We've got the Broncos defensive line and Javonte Williams, and then we've got Riley Moss and George Pickens. And honorable mention.
I think it's going to go with Yosti's comment
Ferguson.
here. Jake Ferguson has been very utilized tight end this season by Dak. We are going to need to cover him by Stranad, in my opinion, from Michael Yost, Bronco Grunt.
That was always my the Bronco Grunt. I love that. That was always my I wanted to see Alex Singleton blitz more, and I wanted to see Sir Stranad drop back more. I wanted to see them switch. But I think with Jake Ferguson, when we do run man, Singleton will not be on him. It'll either be Brandon Jones, Tano Hufunga, or to be a nickel or a dimebacker. So Singleton won't be on him often.
Not really.
But yes, that's definitely a matchup that we have to look for.
Stranad has been up and coming, dude. Like he's finally they're done moving him around, trying him at outside, moving him back to inside. They're done with that. He is coming into his own as an inside linebacker. He could be a future starter on this team. He showed that last week in the second half of the game against the Giants. Dre Greenlaw didn't play a single snap in the second half. So it was all Justin Stranad. He was dropping in coverage. He was sealing run routes, and he was doing a damn good job of it. And he got that interception, dude. So he's on. He's doing well. He can keep on going.
Yeah, I'd like to see Vance Joseph utilize Stranad more. I mean, here's the thing about Stranad being a good off-ball linebacker. He's got 3.5 sacks, and he's got an interception.
Yep.
So he's your best blitzing linebacker, and right now it seems to be your best coverage linebacker.
Yep.
So the question is, I think if I'm Joseph, I'm blitzing on third down. Go ahead and send Alex Singleton drops to down back into coverage.
Sure.
But that's definitely going to be an issue today because we always see I expect one big play given up to a tight end because we do that every single week. Hopefully not this week, but that's just something that we're just going to have to wait and see. Let's see what we got.
Can I go ahead and give another key to the game? Now, this is not necessarily a matchup, but a key to the game.
Well, that's going to bring us to our next one. So we just did key matchups. Now we're going to go ahead to the keys, the specific keys to the game. And so, Johnny, since you have one off the top of your head, you can go ahead and start us off. Just give us.
It's very easy. It's very easy. Let Bo be Bo, baby. Let Bo cook. Stop holding him back. All right, Sean. Like I make this reference every week. He's got Bo on this leash, right? And it's one of those retractable leashes with a little switch that you can let it out farther and pull it back. You know, all that. He's got Bo on this leash, and he continues to pull him back to heel and holding that button down. No. Let it go. Let the leash out, and let Bo be Bo. Okay, you held him. You know, like the game, the play calling, all of it. The first 3 quarters of the Giants game, utter and complete dog crap. Okay, and it was the same thing against the Jets. It was the same thing against the Eagles. Stop holding him back all game. Stop letting the leash out when we're already down by 2 or 3 scores. Let the leash out. Let Bo be Bo. Let him follow his instincts. When Bo plays instinctually, not having to sit there and think about executing the exact play call, that Sean Payton is putting in the game. When Bo just uses his instincts, look what happens: 33 points in 8 minutes and a win against a team that at one point in that game had a 99.8% chance of winning. Or the Broncos had a 99.8% chance of losing.
Bo said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, like seriously, let Bo be Bo. Quit holding him back. Let him run. I don't care what anybody says. I'm tired of this. No, we don't want him to get hurt crap. One of the best parts of Bo's game is him using his legs. Let that man run. All right? They don't hold back. They don't hold back Lamar Jackson from running, and he is famous for it. Bo is very similar in his ability to move the ball with his legs. Stop holding him back. Stop keeping him in the pocket. Let the man play. Yeah,
well,
that's my key to the
Lamar
game.
Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens might be in a little bit of trouble with his.
Well, they are right now, yes. But my point is, like previous seasons, looking back at Lamar Jackson, nobody sits there and says, "No, don't let Lamar run. We don't want him to get hurt." No, they're like, let Lamar run the ball because that's his game. That's half of Bo's game. Let him have it.
Now, with that being said, I want to kind of jump back over to the defensive side of the ball for a second. The Broncos are, we do blitz quite a bit. Now, statistically speaking, Dak does very well against the blitz. Now, does that change the game plan for Vance Joseph? Do we dial the blitz back a little bit and put more coverage in, or do we continue and maybe add some more pressure to throw him off his game even more?
Well, that brings me to my key in the game, which is going to be you have to get there with 4. I think because Dak Prescott is good against pressure, that means that you're gonna, that means if he's good against pressure, it means because he sees where the blitz is coming from and he knows how to hit that out route. And there's nothing worse than when you're on defense and you're blitzing, the quarterback is hitting where you're supposed to replace the blitz with the ball. So wherever the blitzer comes from, that's where the ball needs to go. So if you got an interior double mug A gap by both linebackers, and they both blitz, Dak Prescott's going to throw it over the middle of the field because the blitzers aren't there. And so I think the key to avoiding that would be have Pat Surtain follow CeeDee Lamb, and then the front 4 have to be able to get pressure and quarterback hits without bringing the extra. Because if you can rush with 4,
which we know that they can't.
Yes, the best in the NFL at it. And if you can get there with 4, keep pressure with 4, Dak Prescott's quarterback rating drops at least 15 to 20 points when he's sacked at least twice a game. When he's sacked at least twice a game, not to mention the points per game drops by at least 17 points when they're away. So his quarterback rating drops from, I believe, like 110 to like 92 or something like that.
By almost 20. By almost 20%.
When he's sacked twice. So if you can get pressure on him with 4, that means you've already made him one-dimensional. That means that they have to spend all their time for pass protection, and then you can drop 7 in the coverage. You can cover, so you can bracket George Pickens with Riley Moss and a safety. You can bracket Jake Ferguson, the tight end, because you got Patrick Shanahan on CD. So it allows the coverage guys to really move around. But I think my key to the game is definitely going to be getting home with four.
I love that, and it's absolutely true. And we said it during your point there. The Broncos are the best in the NFL at getting to the quarterback with when you're just rushing your front 3 and 4. Now you got JFM, you got Zach Allen. They get there, man. They get there. They get there consistently. They get there a lot.
Jonathan Cooper, you got Benito off the edge.
But yeah. I mean, you got your edges. You got your your 2 interiors, and they all get there. One way or another, somebody gets there, and that's what the Broncos do best. We just got to keep it rolling. Now that being said, once you start hitting him with those 3 and 4, then you can open up the blitz a few times because now he's going to be preparing for that. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that. So that's why I said a little bit. It changed the game plan when it comes to blitzing. We are still going to blitz because we have the best blitzing defense in the NFL, and we'd be stupid not to, at least to a degree. So utilize the fact that you're getting there with 3 and 4. Once you're getting there and you've got him a little bit off his step, that's when you bring the blitz. You bring a safety down, or you bring a linebacker up the middle. One way or the other, you're going to get to it. But that is absolutely a key to the game. Rob, what is a key for you?
Honestly, it's going to be that backside coverage. It's going to be coverage down the field. Denver cannot afford to have any broken coverages like they had against the Giants, where that tight end was just completely uncovered and strolled into the end zone, especially with as good of a tight end as Dallas currently has. We already know they have dogs at receivers. We already know that. But the tight end and coverage is going to be absolutely key for the game today. And and I'm hoping that Vance Joseph, has installed a very well thought out game plan to cover both scenarios, because again, I'm sick of seeing broken coverages every single game. There's at least one touchdown that is just a complete and absolute broken coverage where
dude all by himself.
Yeah, all by himself, nobody around, and everybody's turning around going, I thought you had him. Like that we have to play complementary football in all phases of the game. The front line, the linebackers, and coverage. Pat Surtain and Riley Moss are going to have their hands full all game long. That leaves Turpin, as an option and the tight end. So, if we can eliminate as many of those as possible, that gives our defense, a better chance to win. And if we have good coverage, guess what happens? Our front 3 or 4 can get there and get to Dak Prescott.
Coverage sacks.
I know that I already gave one. Can I give a fourth?
After I give mine.
All right, go ahead. I thought you already did.
No, I give my after I give my second.
Oh, gotcha.
I agree with you. And I think that's going to be that complementary football is going to be my key. Another additional key is I think there's got to be today's the game where we have to see that marriage between what Bo wants and what Show wants, and Sean wants. Show. There's that marriage right there. But I think why not go first possession of the game, tempo, and then long sustained drives after that? Let the quarterback get in rhythm, get 7 points on the board. Let the Cowboys have to play behind, and then you go long sustained drives to get their offense cold. Then you have Sean Payton gets what he wants in these long sustained drives. Bo Nix gets tempo, the first possession and the last possession of each half. I think it's fine. Third quarter, you come out, first possession, go tempo again. Punch him in the mouth again. Go up 7, whether you're up or down, go up 7, and then go long sustained drives again.
And that's the thing. I agree with you, because tempo is when the Broncos are the most successful. Up tempo. Stop taking all this time to install these complicated plays. Just go tempo. Play fast. Play hard. Play balls to the wall. They won't be able to keep up, especially their defense.
What's your last one, Johnny?
Last one is a balanced offense from us. We know you already said it earlier in the show, Rob. We've become, Sean Payton's pass happy. All right. This defense, the Dallas defense. I mean, this is the best opportunity. One of the best opportunities, right up there with the Jake Browning-led Bengals.
Yeah,
this will be the best opportunity for this offense to cook we've had this season, besides maybe that Bengals game with Jake Browning at the helm. Yeah. That being said, in order to do that, the Broncos are absolutely going to have to play a balanced game. between running and passing, because you can chew up this defense in both facets of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like that is an absolute key to the game. A balanced offense, run the ball, pass the ball, yes, do all of it. All right? Don't you know, and I hope against hope. I pray to the football gods, to the real God. I pray all across the board that Sean Payton knows, sees that in the film study and all that, and actually does it. Don't shoot ourselves in the foot. That's how we lose this game, y'all, is if the Broncos hold themselves back. That's how we lose this game.
Yeah, and I think building on what Rob said earlier, and I mentioned this earlier in the week, and I tweeted this, I wouldn't be surprised if Javonte Barron ends up replacing Jaquan this game.
Or playing a little bit more.
The reason why I'm saying
rotational
is because Turpin is their slot guy.
Yep.
He's also their return guy. He's very, very fast.
And Javonte is way faster than
Javonte
Jaquan.
is way faster than Jaquan. So if you can't get to your boundary guys, all it takes is for Dak Prescott to start tearing you up in the slot.
Mm-hmm. And D-Rock makes an excellent point there. Watch out for the wheel routes.
Yes. And also one thing I wanted to mention was I thought this would be a game. I want to see the inactive list. Why did we pick
They
up
have 4 for sure.
Why did we pick up JT Gray if we're not going to elevate him for special teams?
I mean, why did we pick up A.T. Perry? Why did we pick up Donald Parham? Who knows?
But I think this is a game where there was a conversation last year. Do you know who the best returners in the NFL last year were?
Well, it was Marvin Mims, obviously.
Bronco or Rob, help him out.
I didn't hear the question.
The best two returners in the NFL last year.
Marvin Mims and I think it was it Turpin?
Mm-hmm. All right. So the best two were the Cowboys slot and the returner, and we know we had special team issues.
Yeah, we have
kickoff issues. So I just thought, hey, maybe this is a game where you elevate JT Gray, the 3-time Pro Bowl you signed for because we're having special team issues. Maybe you're just getting him acclimated after
probably
weeks. But I thought maybe this would be the game for that. But don't be surprised if we see Javonte Barron play a little bit more because Turpin is a fast.
And that's a great point. Talking about special teams, that's a great point because what is one of the things that has helped out the Jets, the Eagles, and the Giants against us these last few weeks? Field position. Jeremy Crawshaw has come into his own as a punter.
He's one of the top.
The dude can boot and the dude can place. It's what he does. So it's now up to Darren Rizzi and the rest of the special teams unit to pin them deep. Jeremy Crawshaw is pinning them deep. Will Lutz can pin them deep. Pin them deep. Keep them deep. Mm-hmm. Don't let them get up to the 40, the 45-yard line and start with great field position to move up for a score. Don't allow the smartest man alive. Thank you. Give it. I need more. I'm just no. But I know that I'm right about that. Mm-hmm. Like that has been a thorn in the butt of the Denver Broncos the last few weeks, is allowing teams to start each and every drive with excellent field position, and that will be literally. I will say this with confidence. That right there will literally be what costs us a winning season. Mm-hmm. Is allowing teams to start every drive with great field position. We cannot allow that anymore. Darren Rizzi came here with the understanding that he is one of the best special teams minds in the NFL, right? Freaking prove it, dude! Because since you've been in Denver, I ain't seen crap. You look like crap. Your unit looks like crap. It's not okay. It is not okay.
I agree.
Sorry, I'm going to step down my soapbox now.
Speaking of not being okay, Denver actually, when it comes to the inactives, aside from Dre Greenlaw being suspended for basically telling a referee that he sucks, which is soft as baby shit. Not only that, defending a teammate that the ref pushed. The only two people that Denver has questionable are Jonah Ellis and Mike McGlinchey, but they were both full participants.
They were both full participants. The Cowboys, I can't remember who, but they had 4 that are out, that are officially out.
I'm getting to that, Johnny.
Yeah.
So Dallas currently has Trayvon Diggs, Donovan Wilson are both ruled out for this game, cornerback and safety respectively. Then you have Demarion Overshone, linebacker. He is also listed as out. Those are the 3 confirmed outs. You've got Marshawn Nealand, who's a defensive end with an ankle. He's questionable. Cooper Bebe with an ankle. He's a center, questionable. Tyler Glute, an offensive tackle. Johnny Cornelis, obviously offensive linemen are questionable. And safety, and I'm going to butcher the hell out of this, Juane Thomas. Apparently he has a migraine. Hey, I'm doing the best I can. English was not my main focus in school. Okay, I could speak it, I can understand it. Pronunciation, I struggle. It's okay.
No, sure, dude. Isaiah just said it. The Patriots just came back, beat the Browns 32-13. The Patriots are on a 5-game win streak.
I'm going to say this about the Patriots. The Patriots are what happens when you make a monumental jump from a year to year. Because if I'm being 100% honest, the Patriots are blessed by their fourth place schedule this year. Drake May is an excellent quarterback. Drake May is proven to be one of the. Last year was Jaden Daniels. This year's Drake May. Matt Vrabel's done a good job. They beat the Bills, but the Patriots are a beneficiary of fourth place scheduling.
Fourth easiest schedule in the NFL.
Fourth place scheduling and fourth place opponents, and the other fourth place opponents didn't improve. They're playing the Dolphins. It seems like they're playing the Dolphins, the Browns every week, and the Jets on every other week. Yeah, so I mean, come on, dog. But yeah, Bronco Rob, you mentioned all those injuries to their secondary, their backups, their center won't even be there. And we're healthy, correct. So we have got the advantage with that. But yeah, go ahead, finish, Rob.
No, I mean that's basically the injury report and the inactives for both teams. So Denver is relatively healthy, coming into this game. So with that being said, I fully expect Denver to put the pedal and not let up off of the gas. As as a wrestling Fatu would say, all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, and I see the Cowboys similar to the Bengals last year. Whereas their offense can score with anybody, but their defense is Swiss cheese and absolutely holy. And so
not the good kind of holy.
Not the good kind. Oh! And so I think that the difference between last year was we lost to the Bengals last year in overtime. This year is we have a run game, which we didn't last year against the Bengals. We didn't have a run game.
JKRJ.
It showed up with the Bengals. We have a better defense this year than last year,
which is saying something.
So we have Talanoa Hufanga. We have Talanoa Hufanga, and we have Alex Singleton, which we didn't have when we played the Bengals last year. We lost in overtime. I think that our defense, all we need is 1 or 2 stops in our offense to continue to be in rhythm.
But I'm going to be TC to your driver right now and just give you a time check. We got about 20 minutes to kick off.
I was just about to say that. We're going to go to the next segment of Mile High Menu, which I think is going to be a quick one today because Johnny and I are in the same place.
We're sharing food today.
So we're going to go to Mile High Menu, and then we're going to jump into You Want to Bet, guys, and then we're going to get out of here.
We got to get some.
I know, we kick it like no one else. We kick it like no one else. Listen out, there ain't nothing like this. I know, we kick it like no one else. We kick it like no one else. Listen out, there ain't nothing like this.
Hey,
all right, guys, Mile High Menu.
Before we get started, the Jets might actually get their first win over the Bengals right now. They're winning.
Holy cow, he's not wrong. 39-38 with 32 seconds left.
Shootout with the Bengals and Jets are in the shootout.
Anyway, Isaiah, back to Mile High Menu. Sorry.
That's crazy. Yeah, Rob, you go first because Johnny and I are sharing food. And so I wanted to be going. So whatever Johnny says, I'll be going with it. So you can go ahead and go first.
So basically, I kept it, again, super simple today, and I'm just doing good old-fashioned chili cheese fries.
Hell yeah!
And some popcorn chicken for lunch today. That's what I'm doing.
That's game. Jets got their first win.
That's it. It's happening.
Bengals, you suck!
Well, I mean, did anybody actually think the Jets would go the entire season without a win?
Yeah.
I did.
So the Bengals are now 3-5. I think the Ravens got their first one, which will make them 2-6. The AFC North is just absolute
Dog crap.
Meanwhile, the AFC West for cannibalizing each other.
Yeah,
What you got? Chili cheese fries? You're gonna have to
chili cheese fries and popcorn chicken.
and
homie.
popcorn chicken. Oh wow,
Dude, I mean, I'm
Keeping it
hungry.
easy, man. Air fryer and
Hungry.
that's it. Simple.
That sounds good. All right, Johnny.
Hold on, let's get some of these Mile High menus going here. May's doing his thing. Same with Daniel Jones, who looks like a whole new man. By the way, that's a new name. Velour.
Yes, he's been here.
So, Velour, I haven't toasted you yet. Welcome to the Orange and Blue crew. Here's to you.
Cheers. We saw you in the comments. Dave Foglaffin says, my wife is making zuppa toscana.
Oh, that's a great soup.
Olive Garden soup. Sounds so good. D-Rock says, just a simple Sunday spread. Rotisserie Cornish hen, black-eyed peas, candy yams, and coconut cornbread. Yeah, that sounds like a simple
Now,
Sunday
I got to ask D-Rock, are you doing race relations today?
Oh, yeah.
Might
you
get-
know,
might
are
get-
you drinking
might
race
get-
relations?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yo says, homemade pizza. Hey, when you coming out here, dude? Hey, Johnny, what are you doing?
I'm moving the camera. There
Oh.
we go. Now we're
Uh,
even. More even.
Yeah, Yos, when you coming back out here? I know it's a far drive, but we got
It's
to
an hour and a half. It'll be fine.
Valor says, thank you, appreciate it. All right, Johnny, go ahead and close us out with Maha.
Okay, well, besides D's nuts, Isaiah and I are eating today. We're gonna have, my wife made a delicious and well-seasoned honey baked ham. She did that in a slow cooker, and it smells amazing. It looks amazing. She's doing that, and she did that with some mac and cheese because my wife can't eat a meal without mac and cheese. It's her favorite thing ever. Doing that also with some vegetables, Normandy blend, some broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, all the good stuff. We're having more of a like just like D-Rock said.
Yeah, but says Sunday
a true
spread.
Sunday spread. Normally it's game day food. It's wings. It's chicken tenders. It's something like that. But today my wife decided to pull out all the stops and do a real Sunday spread in honor of Isaiah coming to the house this weekend. So it's gonna be fun.
It says, of course, it's flowing, baby.
Race relations.
Hey,
White
don't forget to comment in the comment section when you need a transplant. You can always ask the comment section, say, hey,
I'll
guys.
give you half my liver, D-Rock, although mine's pretty messed up too.
And we'll see what we're coming up with. But you have to sign off and say that you quit race relations and that for the liver. But good to see nothing's changed. Keep the routine going because we need that win today. But guys, that's going to conclude Mile High Menu. We're going to go directly into our next segment, which is you want to.
Rob, can you get up the betting lines?
I've already got it.
Got 'em up?
Okay.
Sweet. All right, let's do it.
I'ma run it every time. Give me mine. Going up, need no decline. Money line. I'ma run it.
What's up, Rob? You want it, or I can have it? I got it up.
I already got it up.
If you want it, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah,
So-
you do.
So
Big
this
sexy.
segment is you want to bet where we're going to go over the point spread, the over under. We're going to talk prop bets if anybody has got anything. So leave them in the comments. But currently the Broncos are giving Dallas 3.5 points because they are at home. The money line Broncos are approximately negative 174. Cowboys are plus 146. And the over under for this game is a staggering 50.5 points for this game.
Okay. All right. So the Broncos are favored to win
Because we're at home.
because we're at home, which is great. Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to go first. I never go first on this segment, but I'm going to do it this time. All right, Broncos are favored to win. 50.5 points over under. I'm calling the Broncos to win this. Cover the spread. So Broncos win and cover. I'm going to take the under, but not by much. Not by much at all. 50.5 points. So I'm going to give it a Broncos 27. Cowboys. I'm actually going to call it right at the money line there. I'm going to call it Broncos 27, Cowboys 21. So I got the under. That's 48 points. 27-21 Broncos.
Dave Fool Glassman says Broncos money line. Dobbins anytime. Next 220 plus. Dobbins 80 plus rushing and receiving. Harvey 15 plus. Benito 1 plus total sacks plus $2,005 for 105.
All right.
I think I did like a
What was your 6 leg?
let me see. 6.
Rob, while he's figuring that out, why don't you give yours?
Well, I was gonna go a little higher previous to seeing this. I was gonna say that the Broncos were gonna win 34-30. But I think I'm gonna go 27. I'm gonna go 27-20 Broncos.
Okay.
27-20.
Oh, you're taking the under. All right.
So I took 48 points. Rob took 47.
So both of you guys are taking the under.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to take the over. I put a 9-leg parlay in. So this is how it works for me.
9 legs?
Yes. I have debt. I want to pay off some stuff. So I'm not going to.
I would say so.
I'm not. But what I do is I'm never do more than 10. But I'm going to do enough parlays, legs, where the return is huge. So I need a big game from each of these guys. And it's kind of fun.
It is kind of fun.
And so I want to take the over. I'm going to go 35-24 Broncos. Yeah, I think we cover the spread. 35-24 Broncos. I'm going to go ahead and take the over.
All right.
D-Rock says 28-33 Denver. All right, he's taking the over. Mile High City Baby says 34-17 Broncos. They're taking the under. No, that's the over. That's the over. I like that score too.
I do too. I like that.
Yo says taking the under 23-21 Broncos. That's an awful game for us on the offensive side of the ball. But that's a win.
That defense. Dub's a dub.
A win is a win is a win. Guys, we have one more segment before we get out of here. It's going to be the last one to get our heart rate up, to get our blood pressure up, to make sure that we are enthused, we are motivated, we are determined, and we are ready to go for the win. But this right here is where we're going to get shiped for the Broncos versus the Cowboys.
Up, everybody, what's up? What's up, Bronco Country? You know the logo, you know this vibe. We going about to count up the Cowboys, about to beat up these Cowboys. I think Cowboys don't have defense. They never play like a defense like us. We going to show who we are. We got their number. We gonna end this streak starting tomorrow. I'm not playing, so tired of these things. Cowboys, so tired of these fans. Now, these Broncos got to stop these penalties. We gonna kill up this Cowboys D. We gonna show up, show out. We need to do what we need to do. This defense, PS2, while you must, the defense need stopping getting penalties. Broncos, I'm talking to you guys. Stop playing with these fire.
Yeah. Love our boy.
Yeah, we love him.
I love that last bit of that video right there. They gotta play with this fire. Let's go.
You know the logo, you know the vibe.
You know the logo.
Guys, we're getting ready to head out and watch the game. Don't forget to like this video. We appreciate the thumbs up. We see you guys liking this video. Subscribe to the channel. We're on the path to 539. We're 42 subscribers away. Probably less, because you guys should have subscribed if you were here. Make sure you guys show Velour some love in the comments. He's new here. Make sure you guys introduce him to the
kicking ass, taking names, Velour.
Follow us on Facebook and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. And follow Bronco Rob on Twitter or me and Johnny on Twitter. He's the Mile High Viking.
Mile High Viking PO.
I am the Bronco Gentleman. So make sure you guys go ahead and give us a follow and subscribe. And make sure we will see you guys afterwards for the Buck Your Feelings post-game show.
I'll be hosting, by the way.
So Johnny will be hosting.
Well, you'll be right here with me. But
maybe.
No, you'll be right here with me. I'm not giving you a choice.
Remember, I'm not here by myself.
I don't care.
Let's see. Any last comments? All right, guys. Mile high salute to you all. Johnny forgot to put the get buck thing up here, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, it was actually the file was actually corrupted, and I didn't have time to re-edit the whole thing.
Your files. Anyway, my high salute to you all, guys. We will see you guys for the Buck Your Feelings post game show. We love you all. Let's get this dub. Cowboys, it's time for y'all to get bucked.
Here comes the thunder, feel that quake in Broncos country. We're never afraid to take